There are moments when one person's life changes overnight. And often, this is when you find out actually how strong the friendship is. It's not about fixing anything or rebuilding anything during these times. It's about having stability during disruption, because very fast and overnight changes to someone's life can cause disruption. And you just need a presence there during that time. So nothing is broken. Nothing needs to be fixed. It's all about having a presence during those times that your life gets disrupted unexpectedly.
And there's lots of disruptions. They come in many different forms in someone's life. Job loss, job change, health issues, divorce, nasty breakups, having to caregive for an elderly parent or somebody in your family that takes up a lot of your time. Many people expect friendships to change during these seasons.
Or even fade.
Fade,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, both,
well,
right?
Yeah.
They might...
Well, fade because you're going through a hard time and your life is disrupted. This episode explores why some don't fade.
Yes. Everyone needs advice sometimes, at some point during your friendship. Most often you need presence during those difficult times. During those difficult times when you have one thing going on today and then overnight something completely changes. And a lot of times it's not about I need somebody to do something for me, but I just need that calm and steady presence there.
Well, and I think I need that normalcy.
Yes.
Like you're my normal spot. With everything around me feeling like it's exploding in a negative way, I don't need her to give me advice. I don't need any of that. And a good friend's going to know that. I just need her presence. Yes. That's all I need. That's it. Yes. And that's why if I can't do that, that's why sometimes during these seasons, because divorce and job loss and job change, these are big deals in our lives. And it is very disruptive. Yeah. And we need some normalcy and something to ground us.
Absolutely.
And so that's when the friendship becomes super important.
And these changes, this doesn't automatically cause distance.
Right.
And perfect example that I think we've mentioned maybe in one other episode very quickly is I have been now laid off for going on 6 months. First time I've never worked in my entire life. Yep. I got laid off in July and
unexpectedly.
Yes. Didn't see that coming. So as I've been going through the job hunt, it has been absolutely something new for me. If any of you out there are currently searching, you know it's a lot different than it used to be with AI and things like that, and just so many people in the market looking right now. But to get to the point, Katie has checked in with me. She's come over and she calls me all the time. So
I expect her to answer.
And she expects me to answer.
Don't not answer, bro.
But
well, that's an example of how sometimes communication can even increase during disruptions.
Absolutely.
Because you know that person needs you. And you know that even just me calling and us just joking about something dumb is at this point in her life is really important. And I've enjoyed it as well.
Yes.
I really have.
Yes, we talk more now than ever.
Yes.
And unemployment and job loss can be, as we mentioned before, very isolating.
Traumatic.
It's definitely traumatic. It is definitely a major life change. And so the conversations we're having, more than ever, it offers me a little bit of stability. It offers me a break from the daily grind of job searching. Yep. And it's nice to have that presence there to help me through.
Just some normalcy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like let me run into Walgreens and I'll call you back. What happened in Walgreens? I literally do that.
Well, yes. She'll be like, I'm at Walgreens. I'm going to run in, but I will call you right back. And she does.
And really,
3 minutes.
I find it's more for me a lot of times.
It's so funny. Yeah.
It's a highlight and kind of a dark situation.
Yeah. Yes. It's like it's like my, we can be each other's safety nets sometimes. Here, I'm doing what I have to do for my job search, but understand that a lot of times if your life does change overnight, maybe that's all you need is a presence from someone. And hopefully you have someone that can just be that presence for you. And, nothing's broken. Nothing's needs to be rebuilt. And it just, you need that calming reassurance some days. that everything's really going to be okay.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. There are times when we have like serious conversations where she's down about it and, and because it is a serious situation, it's not like we're laughing all the time about it, but it's a time to be serious and a time when you need some of that comic relief. It's really important to be available, to be there and to show up because it's been hard.
Oh, it's been very hard. Yeah. I mean, there's days when, especially in the first of all, never thought it would take this long. And, but in the first few months where she would call me on her way to work in the morning and I didn't answer because it was such a shock.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to react.
And I had to accept that disruption for her. But she needed to at least say, I'm okay. Like that might be all I needed. Just, I'm okay.
Right.
I don't feel like talking today.
Right.
What?
Exactly. And it's consistent, right? Like we consistently, at least through this period, I mean, we always talk or text. I mean, we don't talk on the phone prior to this 6-month period. We wouldn't necessarily talk on the phone every day, but we certainly get in touch every day through these later, the most recent years of our life, of our friendship.
But it's funny because I find that we talk more. She knows more about, because I work in a totally different field than she does. She knows more about my job and more about what I do and asks me about it just because they're two totally different fields. And really before we didn't really have time to talk about stuff like that. And I've enjoyed it just because my job is something that's a little bit different. So it's nice to talk to somebody and have them ask questions and be interested. So like I said before, it's actually been nice for me. Not that I don't want her to get a job, though I think I did.
You did say that before that you don't, but that's okay. I'm going to get a job. And, but it has been nice, right? Having that extra time to talk has been nice. Like, just for the reasons you said. And, like you said, not especially in the first month or two, they were very difficult days and very difficult conversations.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Kind of get back to
even because we both panicked when it first happened.
100% we panicked. Yeah. And you don't have to panic, right?
No.
You can, these major life changes in your friendship, you don't need to panic about them. Right. Exactly. That's why you have each other to ground each other.
Exactly. And that's what you're looking for.
Right. Actually, there was another change that happened in your life that was
a job change. Yes. So I went from working part-time, being a stay-at-home mom, working part-time, easing back into the workplace to working full-time. And I wanted to work in a specific job. So the first job that I took, I had to work 12 to 8. 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. And as a person with younger children, it was very depressing to me. It was I was very depressed about it. But looking at the long term, I knew if I wanted to do the specific job I wanted, I had to do this. So I remember, because I was so lonely because nobody's at work at 8 p.m. at night, I'd call Lisa.
She would call me.
What are you doing? Nothing. And then when it made me feel not so lonely.
Right.
I felt normal. And it was a very difficult time for me. I was super depressed. I felt like alone because I technically was. I felt like I was missing out at home, even though my husband is a great dad. It's still like you're missing out on bedtime, things I was normally there for.
Right.
Huge change that was a decision that I made to do because I felt like I was ready to go into the workforce full time. And this opportunity came and I took it and I worked that shift for from September to May. I'll never forget.
Okay.
It was from September to May. And I called her most nights because I felt not that I wasn't working. I was working too. Don't get me wrong. But I called her a lot of nights just because I felt so alone. My husband was busy with the kids. And really just calling home made me feel sad because I felt left out and not being with them. So that was a big deal for me that I could call her and feel grounded, I guess would be a good word.
Yeah, no. Yeah. And that's, just kind of how I feel right now. And it's funny because how many years ago was that?
That was 2007.
So that was 18 years ago.
Yeah.
And
because I worked there full time for 18 years.
And they're not the exact same scenario, but we're almost coming full circle here.
Yeah.
Both of these scenarios are related to jobs. It just happened to be that way.
Yeah, it really did.
But we both kind of were just there for each other during that time. And sometimes when someone's life changes, people might be scared to say the wrong thing or, something like that. And some people might be a little scared to be vulnerable, which I probably was at the beginning of this job loss. And then, it probably took me a couple weeks to really wrap my head around it and then kind of really start opening up to Katie about, man, this is scary.
Yeah.
This is scary. So,
It's scary.
It takes time, but if you have somebody there that can just be a presence in your life during those times, kind of ground you and just kind of be there for them, even if it's in a silent way.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because she knows, or I know, if I call and she wants to talk, I'm there, vice versa, text, whatever it may be. Presence is so important. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to say the wrong thing. Don't be afraid to talk about the vulnerabilities. It's okay.
Absolutely. Because that's going to change depending on what the life change was, right? This is just the situation we're talking about now, but things could look a little different if it's like something that is health related or family related or something like that. And there might be times, there's situations where you really may feel very vulnerable or you're really worried about saying the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Or
being judged.
Right. But I think that just as long as you're there and you're present, and I think that's very important. Doesn't mean like you don't have to do what we do, talk every day and text 600 times.
Right.
However,
I will be bummed when I can't do that. I'll probably find a new friend. Yeah. She'll probably be able to replace me.
No, she won't. No, she won't.
No, I won't actually.
She absolutely
I don't have the capabilities to do so.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not about doing more.
No.
It's about staying steady. And
I think sometimes the biggest support is nothing changing at all.
Right.
Between us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if things do change a little bit, again, depending on the situation, that's okay.
Yep.
Right. But just know that if it does,
it's a season.
Nothing is broken. Things change. And as long as you're steady.
Yeah. And believe me, in friendships, there will be disruptions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let us know. Have you ever experienced a major life change, or maybe one of your friends have experienced a change and the friendship did not stay steady? Or maybe like us, one of you have experienced something like that and it did stay steady and it was just you were just available when needed.
Let us know your experiences.
Yeah. We would love to hear your comments. Drop them in there. We would love to engage, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Peace.